if you want to finish, here, take you. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. Where are we walking? We're walking in the favor of the Lord. Listen, the promises of God are yes and amen. The joy of the Lord is my strength. You know what? I'm encouraging myself. I hope that I'm encouraging you. You know what? It may be a gloomy day here in Chicago. It may be raining. It may have snowed a little bit, but you know what? The sun is still shining. I'm not talking about the S-U-N. I'm talking about the S-O-N. And as long as the sun is shining in your life, you can do anything. It's your main man, Action Jackson, and you're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. You know, as always, I aim to send you back better than you came. You know what? As I was on the elevator coming up to the show, I was reminded of something. You know what? We have so many forces that are trying to knock us off our square, tear us down, not build us up. You know, the Bible teaches us the enemy is like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. But you know, at church this Sunday, a new member came up to me and she said, you know what? I just want to know your name. She said, I know your name is the joy of the Lord. She said, because I see it in you, but I want to know your real name. And I began to think about that on the elevator. It's so nice to be able to let your light shine that men may see your good works. You know what? That day I may have not had much joy, but for her to call me the joy of the Lord speaks volumes. So you know what, believer? I'm telling you right now, whatever you're going through, don't worry about it. Your new name is the joy of the Lord. Guess what? We're going to give you some joy today on the Brunch Bunch. We got some great tips. We got some great tools. And of course, it's my favorite day of the week because it is Tell Me Something Good Tuesday with Community Chatter with Wynona Win-Win Communication. And of course, she always brings us a new best friend. Listen, get your pen, get your paper, call your friends and call your frenemies and tell them to tune in to the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. Hey, it's your man, Action Jackson. Woo! Business spotlight of the week is you. That's yes. Right. I'm talking about you. Are you an entrepreneur, a business owner, okay, perfect. An executive at a nonprofit organization, or you just have something. Who do the videos? Who posts the video? And you something, or you send them to him? Okay, I'm gonna give you my app. I want you to use.
For videos now, what app you got now?
Would you be quiet? It's the same.
Oh, okay. For videos too. Wow. Yeah. I was about to say that's some AI stuff that got on there. Has to.
Yo, how y'all doing, my help?
Yeah, we ain't saying I know it, but I'll tell you after.
What's up, Sharice? How you feeling? Oh, let me post. So, Sharice, I got a special surprise. What's up, Mickey? Listen, I wanted to come over and eat some of that good food on the holidays that my mother had plans we didn't know about. But don't stop inviting us.
Your property dreams with Development. Area code 773-610.
I got a new segment, and I want Adam. Would you shut up, Zoe? I did do my. It's a little 8 up, so you to do your. We're gonna do an ask action, but I think I want your voice to ask the question. Yeah, we'll come straight in. Is it important to have? Somebody asked me this question this morning. Why is it important to have a business address outside of your home address?
Why is it important to have a business address outside of your home address? Hey, action.
4814. Your home with Oracle Construction and Remodeling. Your partners in building perfection.
You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch, and you know what? We're going to switch things up a little bit. We are going to launch a new segment. I always get asked questions, and I get texts and DMs and emails. And, you know, of course, I like to answer them all individually, but sometimes it's a little bit harder. But you know what? I was answering one this morning because my New Year's resolution is to, A, answer the phone more frequently. So for those of you who know I don't answer the phone, you better catch me while it's good. But also, you know, to just kind of respond to text if I can. And so we're going to launch a new Ask Action segment on the show. And believers, if you got questions, and you know what, it'll be Ask Action, but Tamara, of course, will be involved. But if you got questions about business or anything that you just think we may have the answers to. We're going to have you to go on our website, brunchbrunch1390.com, and submit it. We'll have it added. But Adam's going to be a part of this segment.
Yeah, I got a question for
he's
you.
going to ask the question. What's the question?
The question is, what's the
You forgot the intro. Hey, Action.
Hey, Action. What's the importance of having a business address outside of your home address?
Well, that's a great question, Adam. Now,
thank you.
Yeah, I know we set that up, right? But you know what? That question was asked to me this morning, and she said, is a mailbox good to have for a business? The answer is absolutely, positively yes. You know why? Because when you start a business and you use your home address, here's some of the reasons why you don't want to do that. One, now everyone in the world or the country knows your home address. Mm-hmm. Two, because your business is registered at your home, you can be liable for any lawsuit that comes against your business. Three, when you're building business credit, the creditors are going to search your business. And if it's a home address, 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to be denied for that loan because you're using a home address and a cell phone. So to properly set up your business, it's great to have either a business location, a brick and mortar, or you can get a virtual office address. And a virtual office address, okay, here's the shameless plug. The Dream Center offers virtual offices for $30 a month. You get a brick and mortar address, you get a suite number, and now your business is not, quote unquote, a home-based business. Now, there are some tips and resources and benefits of having a home-based business with tax purposes, but I would behoove you to call your tax accountant to ask, but you still need that separate address, and you can still get the benefits from having a home-based business.
There it is.
All right, well, listen, that wraps up this edition of Ask Action. If you have any questions, if you need a virtual office, go to thedreamcenter.com. That's www.thedreamcenter.com. Virtual addresses are only $30 a month. And, you get your mail handled. You'll never miss a business mail. But if you got a question for us, go on Brunch Bunch 1390 on Instagram. Go to our website, submit a question, and we'll answer it live right here on the Brunch Bunch. But you know what? We're going to answer more than just that because we got great hot topics. We got a great community chat on the way, and we got great music. It's Write My Name, Dorinda Clark Cole, right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Tina says she messaged you.
You messaged my personal page. Hey, I saw where you outside. Were you sitting outside? Oh, I thought that was your car. Like, Wynona beat me. Oh, okay. Oh, this your jam, Jarrell. Happy New Year. Nice to see you again. Going to charge my car? What you got?
Real quick, she got a big ear.
Okay, we can. Perfect.
She got a real big ear, including St. Thomas.
Oh. Oh, because you all went to Arizona.
Yep.
Wynona came back on 10. Wow. That's amazing. Yes. Turn that down just a little so they don't bump us. Dorinda Main Street. You know, Facebook be bumping. You cut up a little bit. Facebook. You don't do social media? Oh, my Lord.
That's why I'm not like famous yet.
Well, you better get on social media so you can get famous.
No, you didn't. You don't have your messages on here, do you? I can email it to you.
Yes, Tina. Let me write that down because they emailed me that I need the winners from yesterday.
I sent you a screenshot of what she just said.
Okay, and I need the other winners from yesterday.
I sent those to you.
Yeah, the ones that called. Because they emailed me this morning for them. treasures48.th@gmail. Zoe say Facebook been banning a lot of people lately. No, what's going on?
Were you able to connect to StreamYard? Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
She's much more savvy than I am.
Okay. We talking about the guy that leaped over.
Yep. Yep. Oh, Judge.
I think he get done with his time. We need to sign him to good.
Somewhere.
He got the mentality. He right.
Hey, DJ B-Lo, Tina,
I don't think he's
Sharice,
getting out.
Zoe.
He don't. She got messed
Is this the
up.
one who showed back up in court looking like Hannibal Lecter?
Wynona, Michelle Humphrey Wiley told me to tell you hello.
Tell Michelle Humphrey Wiley I said hello.
She said hello. Yesterday, what did I want to do, Adam?
Something about law.
No, I wanted to record something and we forgot. Do you remember what I said?
Commercial.
And I
You said the commercial of some sort.
So we need to do. Sharice, you hearing it here first. Our business spotlight of the week is Candy's throne chairs.
You said you wanted to record commercials.
Jarrell took us to church. I like that.
So people like marching in too. All the people marching in.
No, they don't. Is this 8 minutes? Oh, no, fade this.
You already know.
I just had to, when you said this is a good song, I looked back down. I'm like, did I see an 8-minute mark by that? We don't need 8 minutes.
It's really a 9 minutes. You still got 4 left. You ready when you're ready.
Okay, what's going on? I'm ready. That phone janky.
You do that, man.
So what's going on is, I don't know if you haven't seen it, which I believe all of America has seen it. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about a man in court who was being sentenced. He asked the judge for leniency. She told him no. And in a twinkling of an eye, he jumped over the bench and attacked the judge. Now, I don't know what workout regimen he is on, but I really want to find out because he really leaped. But his name is Deborah DeLon Redmond. Now, with a name like Deborah, as a black man, I can see why he angry. he got to go to therapy. There's some deep lying issues right there. But the convicted felon who attacked a female Las Vegas judge during his sentencing has reportedly confessed to trying to kill her. After the incident, the judge and her marshal required medical attention. In court documents obtained by 8 News Now, the 30-year-old told officers he'd been having a bad day before his assault on Judge Mary Kay Holtis on Wednesday, January the 3rd. Now, Redden admitted that he intended to kill Judge Holtis per 8 News Now, and the New York Post accusations also claimed that he spat at an officer during the attack. Holtis Marshal Shane Brandon Adam reportedly required 25 stitches for a gash on his face and sustained a dislocated shoulder. Now, after the attack, they took Judge Holtis to a nearby hospital where she received treatment for her injuries due to continuous head pain. Now, according to 8 News Now, Redden allegedly slammed the judge's head against the wall, hit her again in the head, and pulled some of her hair out. Now, Clark County Chief Judge Jerry Weiss has since revealed in a statement that the judge was still sore, and I quote, but is thankful that this was not more severe, per the Mirror. Now, Redden, jailed on $54,000 bond, reportedly refused to attend court on this past Thursday the 4th to answer for the new charges against him. He now faces 13 counts, 7 of which are battery on a protected person. The other 6 felonies, including disregard for the safety or person property, coercion with force or threat, and intimidating public officers / others. His next court appearance has now been scheduled for Tuesday, January the 9th. Now, As previously reported, Redden appeared at the Clark County District Court in Las Vegas over an attempted battery charge with substantial bodily harm. He pleaded guilty to the April 2023 crime in November. During his sentencing, his attorney ironically suggested the judge consider probation instead of jail time. Now, the lawyer cited the positive changes that he'd made in recent months, but given his past run-ins with the law, which included an arrest for domestic violence, home invasion, Judge Holter stated that sentencing Redden to probation was out of the question. And I quote, "I think it's time he got a taste of something else because I can't with that history," she said. Now, before she could finish the sentencing, Redden called the judge out of her name. Then he ran like an Olympic runner. He leaped like an Olympic jumper and jumped over the judge's bench and repeatedly punched her in the head. Now, in all seriousness, I'm laughing at the fact that he ran and leaped like he leapt, but we're living in some crazy time. People are really going berserk. Tina on Facebook said his foster mom said he was off of his meds, and which of course makes 1000% sense. But it's like, what is this uptick in mental health issues? Now, has it always been high like this and we just didn't talk about it, or now that we see more? Now, our studio audience are shaking their head like, yes. I'm saying I don't believe it's been this extreme. I think we better change our diets and watch the stuff we eat, because what's that movie that came out on Netflix recently? Who cloned Tyrone?
Yep.
And it's satire, but it talked about how, they made reference to the Popeye's chicken sandwich that was making people go crazy, and how, our fast food restaurants in Black communities are pumping us with all of these chemicals we don't need, and it's causing an imbalance. Because this young man jumped like he was on something. I don't know, but clearly he wasn't on whatever he needed to be at that time. So we're praying for the judge. But man, if you didn't see the video, I'm gonna have Adam replay it, because the brother need to be on the Olympic team or something, right? Jarrell looking like, yeah, it was wild. Facebook, believe it. So if you didn't see it, see it. But in other news about jailing, yesterday, let's switch lanes. Yesterday we talked about the new law for LLCs, and I've been getting a lot of questions about it. If you don't file the new paperwork for your LLC in a certain amount of time, you will be fined up to $500 per day. Now, they created a law for small businesses but give you big business fines. So $500 a day, up to $10,000 and 2 years in prison if you don't file this financial document that the government has put in place. But tomorrow, the Dream Center is hosting a free workshop to tell you all about it. It is going down from 2:30 to 4 p.m. All you got to do is go to thedreamcenter.com. That's www.thedreamcenter.com. Register for free. It's free for the first 25 people. After that, we may charge you. But just go and register so that you can get this information, because I believe most of us who own businesses, if we don't have one, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 LLCs, and you don't want to get caught holding the bag. So listen, talking about caught holding the bag, you won't get caught, because the Brunch Bunch is here to teach you. And you know what? We're going to walk away, and then we're going to walk back with community chat. There's Mary, I'm walking. Nope. You know what? Well, I'll be John Brown. It's Jonathan McReynolds. I don't know the song because they ain't on the paper, so I'm throwing Jarrell and Adam under the bus. We'll be back right after this. I don't see no Jonathan McReynolds on here.
The Mary song was the song when you came here earlier. We was playing that.
Oh, okay. Tina said somebody was always crazy growing up, but they were not fighting. They walked around talking to themselves and were dirty. Tina, you went hard on that one, Tina. Well, we did always have some crazy folks.
More outlets to deal with them too, though, man. Bro,
I think social media, a lot of it too.
I'm saying, growing up though, bro, we had more older people around us giving us wisdom and stuff. So if you seen somebody that was a little off, it was somebody that can kind of take them under the wing and show them how to act.
It was always somebody who could reach back for crazy Billy.
Nowadays, all we got is the internet, and then if that don't work, they just give them drugs. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really like trying to work with them for real.
That's true.
Like, man, you deem so many kids like ADHD and behavior disorder and all of that. Really, they just need parents that care more. You know?
Well, we were having that conversation because Valencia is in education, and she's like, you know, and I believe, you know, funding goes up when you got these special population of kids. And now little Billy got too much energy. Now he's got mental issues, and now you got to get an IEP. Now you getting paid more, and now he got something to follow on the rest of his life. And I'm with you when you're right. So,
and he on drugs the rest of his life.
Yeah.
So when you see like a grown dude act out like he did in court, like, you don't think about, oh, he's been on drugs since he was in kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just the one day he wasn't on his drugs, and now he acted like he wouldn't have been like that if he wasn't on drugs in kindergarten.
That's true.
He would have just been on the football team and learned how to control himself, you know?
Outlet for that extra energy that he got, clearly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he been getting every sack. Just diverting his focus to different avenues, because there's a lot of stigmatization and criminalization. You know, you got kids acting up in class or whatever, instead of just actually seeing maybe they're too smart for whatever it is they're doing, or they're not interested. They just label them bad.
Too much energy, bro. Like, you a little boy, you got a bunch of energy, bro. They telling you to sit down in the classroom 7 8 hours a day.
That's the opposite of what you need to do.
And that's because you eating red hot Cheetos.
And you eating Cheetos for breakfast.
Yeah, but you're supposed to use testosterone anyway. Like, it's natural.
Well, but Twyla got a point too, because then our kids' diet is not right. That's why I said what we eat, because they eating honey buns and hot Cheetos at 6 in the morning. Do the community chatter intro.
15.
Wynona, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready.
No problem.
Wynona Redmond, sponsored by Win-Win.
Well, of course, today is my favorite day of the week because it is Community Chatter Tuesday, brought to you by Win-Win Communications. And you know, Wynona Redmond, the founder and CEO of Win-Win. I was talking about her on the phone last night, how amazing Wynona is. She's a connector. She is a people person, and she has a flashlight, a spiritual flashlight in her pocket that she pulls out to shine on people, to make sure that they are seen. And we're so happy to have her back with us. It's none other than Win-Win, Wynona Redmond. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Here. I'm so happy to see 2024.
Yeah.
And what did you say? I have a spiritual
flashlight.
Spiritual flashlight. You know, people keep telling me you should be you're a minister. But let me just tell you, walking in the building today, I am laughing because the security guard was like, "But I heard you sign in. You Pastor Redmond."
All right, confirmation.
Like, I said, okay, I receive it. But I receive it in that I'm so happy that Community Chatter is on AM 1390, the Inspiration Radio, and the fact that aside from being the top show, you and Tamara have done a great job.
Thank you.
Being in the top slot. But the fact that what we're doing is spiritual based.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, for it to be 2024, it wasn't guaranteed that we would make it, and we lost my mom and some others that have gone on to glory. But the spiritual part says we'll see them again if we live right.
That's right.
But looking at Habakkuk 2 and 3, write the vision and make it plain. As we come into 2023, we should look back at what was 2023.
Yep.
So, and I say it's not that we won and lost. I say, what were the lessons we learned? And then what were the lessons that we won? We won some battles and we learned some battles.
That's right. I like that.
But as everybody is on this big vision board kick. And then as I look at the highlights of the biggest things we did in 2023 and the biggest opportunities in 2024, I'm like, you put the big rocks in first and let the pebbles sprinkle in. And there are certain projects that we're going to be working on. One of the best things for me in 2023 was I Am That Woman.
Oh, yeah.
And what I like about Twyla Jenkins, who's our guest today, is that, when I worked with Don Jackson on the Stellar Awards, I'm like, instead of just having the one big event, what are you doing all year long? He was like, I'm doing Stellar TV. So when I looked at Twyla, and she has done such an excellent job of planning and managing. So she's not just doing I Am That Woman retreat, she's doing I Am That Woman movement and starting to talk about Black women and not accepting abuse. But Twyla is our guest today.
Woo, 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 woo.
In 2024, you'll hear that we're not doing 100 projects, but we're going to do a dozen or so major projects. I Am That Woman movement is one of them. Definitely getting really geared up with Diana Lewis and hiring over the Who's Who in Black Chicago.
Oh, yes.
And then looking at, we are definitely going to talk about MLK and Rainbow Push and the whole pivot with the organization and the wonderful legacy for MLK. But there are lots of things going on. But the first quarter of the year, MLK, Black History Month, Women's History Month, lots going on. Diana Lewis is finishing up Women of Excellence. But today, want to welcome Twyla Jenkins.
Woo-hoo. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Twyla, you're going to see a lot because we are working together, and it's all year long. Twyla's had her own event company over 27 years. Yes. This is our 11th year, but when I was president of the National Association of Black Journalists, as soon as I announced it, Sandy Lynn reached out and said, I'm going to help you organize the events as the conference planner. And Twyla Jenkins helped us go from all over the place. We went to New Orleans, Las Vegas, Philadelphia. Yeah. We were at the Lowe's Hotel and walked up to City Hall. But she organized all of our conferences. She always helped organize Rainbow Push conferences. But Twyla's just been super significant. She helped organize University of Chicago and their events. Got me spotlighted in our 10-year last year. So welcome, Twyla.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Tell us about the I Am That Woman movement. And I know that you were recently on the news with Dorothy Tucker. Yeah. You were recently on with Dorothy Tucker, but I know that the movement is spiritual based, is financial, and is health. Yeah. And that health, and this month, when we're talking about vision boards, and this is more than 50% of our business and focus is on health. And mental health is a big part of it. Donald Dew and and the Wellness West and Collaborative Bridges with Loretto and all of these groups, Humboldt, Sinai. Health is a big piece. So tell us about the I Am That Woman movement year. You're starting with a vision project. But come on, tell us the big piece.
Thank you, Wynona, for having me in studio today. I truly appreciate it. And secondly, thank you for showing up for you last year at the I Am That Woman retreat.
Oh, she came back boasting about the event. I wish I could have looked. I'm like, where's I'm the man at?
Y'all cover. But listen, it's important for you to take time for yourself.
Absolutely.
And what we are, the I Am That Woman movement, is about your holistic wellness.
Tell them how to find you.
So you can find us on IamThatWomanMovement.org. Registration is open already for the retreat. I'm going to get to that. We're going to be in St. Thomas next year. It's the 5th retreat. Super excited about it. God is going to come in and do so many things, just like he's shown up at every retreat we've had so far. But the I Am That Woman movement is about our holistic wellness. We don't leave anything on the table. It is our mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and physical well-being.
Yes.
It takes all of it to have the complete you, both personally and professionally. And so our goal and our mission is to provide information, resources, and events for you to focus on those areas. And I have a lot of people tell me, why don't you just have, one speaker or two speaker at the retreat? And I said, because our purpose really is to focus on all of it. And so we're starting this year off strong with the vision board session. And it's not just coming in and cutting out some words and pictures from a magazine. We always start with intention. And so knowing that, to your point, as you're going into 2024, don't just look back on 2023 and make some resolutions that are going to, come and die real quick and fast. Be intentional about how you look back and be reflective on on last year. So we're spending a little time this month talking about how do you do that. And the first weekend in February, we're hosting our vision board session. We're going to start with a meditation because it's important to be reflective about who you are and whose you are, and then set intention, because then you can come to a resolve or create some resolutions around that. Oftentimes we don't take the time to be reflective about where God has taken us and where we are now and where he's leading us. And so we just stay in this fast-paced world of doing and not taking time to do what I say all the time: be still, be quiet, and be open. And so we're starting the year off with being intentional about being reflective, having someone to come in and do a guided meditation to allow us to do that, and then do our vision board as God pours into us what we need to do. So that's first and foremost in February. And then in March, like you said, it is Women's History Month. That's when we're launching the Protect Black Women campaign.
That's a huge one.
I love it.
It is. That's what you were talking about with Dorothy Tucker. So statistically, African American women are attacked and victimized more in Chicago, or probably in the whole state of Illinois, but I think the focus is on Chicago, than any other ethnicity or group. And so we believe in protecting who we are. And so how we're going to do that is, again, through information, resources, and events. We need to bring attention to this. The statistics that Dorothy Tucker has broadcast on CBS2 Chicago, we want to keep that conversation going. Absolutely. And then implement some things on how we can help Black women to stay protected.
And, the whole vision board piece is so huge. And it works. I mean, I'm looking at digital vision boards. I'm looking at Cheryl Grace, and I'm saying happy birthday early to Cheryl Grace. Her birthday is tomorrow, and we know that Mr. Grace is coming, but she's been big on vision boards, and she has just had her workshop, but Cheryl shop of Fabulosity.com. That's one of the best vision books and products. But if you Google Cheryl Grace, she has that Eat Pink Elephants vision book.
Yes,
we did
her book before.
We did workshops with her, and then she had quarterly check-ins. So when you do the vision board piece, the quarterly check-ins, we found out when you set the intentions and you check in, there are some folks. I had some corporate women clients. I gave them that project as a gift, and some of them had things like, I want to be on a paid board. And when they did their half-month check-in, because they were intentional, as you said, they were able to say that they achieved it. And one of the goals I set, when you write, when you put it in the universe, and it comes back. Because one of the things I said is we want clients that we believe in, and then we want this structure of the minimum amount of time, the minimum retainer, and it came true. So God,
as a man
God
thinketh, so is he, and the power of life and death in your tongue.
So with the vision project that you're doing and covering those mental health, covering the mental health and all of those things, when you're doing that covers so many important pillars. So you have that workshop.
Yes.
And tell me about our in-house mental health expert, who we'll have on as a separate piece, especially working with young men.
So actually, even on Friday, on our podcast, Dr. Algene Garner will be joining us to talk about best practices of mental and emotional wellness in 2024. I believe we have to be equipped. I believe that we have to have some tools in our toolkits to be prepared for what's out here in society, because there's a whole lot that's coming at us. And so we do have to know how to be intentional, but also have our head on a swivel. And you also got to be prepared to keep your head on your shoulders these days. Prayer changes a whole lot of things. And you also got to be smart about how you are, just taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And so those routines that you even have every day, taking time for prayer and meditation, taking time to exercise, taking time to eat right, taking time to be wise about your money and your financial responsibilities. All of those things matter. And so what we do at the I Am That Woman movement, and especially at the retreat, is to help you stay focused on those things. Cheryl Grace was our speaker in 2018 in Mexico. She was one of our very first speakers at the retreat. I have attended some of her workshops. She's very powerful and great at what she does. And happy birthday, Cheryl.
Happy birthday.
And so I want to make sure that just like Cheryl, there's a lot and there's so much room out here for all of us to help build this community of sisterhood and to help us be equipped with what we need in order to make it this year. Let's be intentional about setting those goals. Let's be intentional about knowing who we are, whose we are, and who we were designed in purpose to be. And so the only way, again, is to have a great spiritual foundation. Prayer does matter. Prayer does change things, but let's be intentional also about the work. Let's do the work that we need to do. And so exercising, eating right, being financially sound and responsible, and having those practices in place to be able to build on it so that by the end of the year or every quarter, you can see the changes that you are making. And that's what matters.
And it's really so much mental,
Yep.
the mental health, the physical health, and how many of us had all of these attacks against our health.
So many, yeah.
And what we can do. So I have a lot of healthcare clients. So when we look at what can we do preventive, and when we look at just our demographics and what impacts us on a level, so that protect Black women is serious. And then when we look at all of the challenges we are facing in our community, it's serious.
Yes, it is.
And I like when you said it, and I was over here Googling because I've been seeing a rise. There's a designer that has a purse that says protect Black women. And I'm like, oh, we got to get them connected with you for this event because it's so important. You talked about the stats, and Facebook is like, yes, most unprotected women.
Yes.
And it's been like that since the beginning of this country. Yeah, when we had to come over here. So I appreciate you for doing that.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the things that women can expect by connecting with this movement?
Yes, by connecting with this movement, there's a lot of things that you can expect because we have ongoing programming. So every Friday, you can join us on our podcast, on social media. Again, this Friday, we have Dr. Algene Garner on our podcast to talk about. And every Friday, we always have, again, we focus on information, resources, and events. So we're providing you with information and resources. So this Friday is about best practices of your mental and emotional wellness. In February, of course, we'll be doing our vision board session. Stay connected with us on our website, IamThatWomanMovement.org. Sign up so you can get those notifications. March is Women's History Month. That's when we're launching the Protect Black Women campaign, and we'll be doing our annual brunch. We'll also be at the Chicago Defenders Women of Excellence event. We'll have representation there. And so we have a lot going on throughout the year. In October, don't miss it. All summer long, Wynona will be telling you about our cultivation events we'll be doing. But October 2nd through the 6th, we're going to St. Thomas. Wynona's bringing 10 of her closest friends.
I'm getting in a bag.
You gonna come in a bag. I've had so many women tell me that their husbands
we could do a Tyler Perry.
That they're going to be breaking their spouses.
My dear retirement.
Yeah.
So come on to St. Thomas with us October 2nd through the 6th. Registration is already open. You can go to our website, learn more information about that. This year, the registration fee also includes your hotel. Package and everything together. So all you got to do is get your flight and come on and have a great time.
And you don't see that all the time. Most conferences, you got to register separate. You got to pay for your own separate. You got to find your flight separate. Oh, that's amazing.
It's a prime location. When you have the U.S. Virgin Islands as a sponsor, they really know how to make it work because this location is like a $600 a night hotel, right?
Carpet, yes. The Westin is a brand new property. Go to the Westin Resort Beach and Spa. It's a brand new renovation, multi-million-dollar renovation. I've been there going back in February to do another site visit.
You need me to go with you for that site visit.
You need me to carry your bags.
Come on and go with me in October. It's going to be amazing. And yes, the U.S. Virgin Islands is sponsoring us again this year. They were there last year absolutely blown away about the experience. It's hard to put into words what the retreat does. And so a lot of people say, why didn't you tell me it was like this? You really got to come and experience it. But if you need a breakthrough, if you need results, if you need just a life-changing self-care moment, spiritual wellness, mental and emotional wellness, and a sisterhood that is absolutely fabulous, you got to come and experience what the retreat is. From a foot washing ceremony to going to St. John for the day. Come on and see what it's about.
Well, you know what? Wynona came back praising this experience that she had with you all. And women of God listening, you're going to come back with the same praise. Listen, don't go nowhere. We got more to share with Twyla Jenkins, Wynona, right here on the Brunch Bunch. All right, listen, the Virgin Islands. I was just looking up, trying to go there this weekend. I'm like, man, this stuff expensive.
Hey, but you know, you can also go out of Miami, just take the boat across the water. So that's why I got Janae Floyd in Miami as one of my people.
Yeah. Yes, that room rate is $600 and ours is $245. Yes, Lord. The hotel is amazing.
And I found out my Indian restaurant is still open there.
Yes. Girl, we're going to this black owned restaurant. He is really
telling me about St. Thomas where they knew. Told me about.
Yeah, because I was just looking because when I came back from the DI, my passport was taken because Congressman Davis' office had helped me get a new passport, but their system still had it reported as lost or stolen. So when I entered the country, they kept it. And I'm like, I just got this passport. And so I'm like, I want to go to a resort. And I'm like, dang, I got to wait on the passport. So I started looking up Virgin Islands. And I saw a resort. And I'm like, whew, so I'm going to have to check out the Westin. Stay in your lane said you did come back and you were so rested.
Who said that?
Stay in your lane on Facebook. Yeah. No, not music. We're going to come back in. I just wanted to break it up a little.
You got commercials here. You want to run them?
Yeah. Go to commercials and then bring fade this commercials, bring Wynona.
Hey there, Chicago. Are you looking to buy the home of your dreams or sell your property at the best price? Your quest ends at LMS Development. With our expert real estate and mortgage home services, we turn your property.
No, just bring us in. Hey, Gloria.
We're going to play one Win song before it's over.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Usually we used to have man every Tuesday. We got to add it. Give Winning Charles Jenkins.
Right. Thank you.
So play about a minute of that, then bring us in.
0906. LNS Development, where your property journey begins and success awaits.
Ready for a home makeover? Pinnacle Construction and Remodeling is at your service. We specialize in turning the old into gold. Whether it's a sophisticated rehab, detailed flood distortion, or a professional paint job, our team is dedicated to creating the spaces that shine with renewed spirit. For service that's as reliable and stylish as you are, dial 708-623-4814 today. Let's make your home a landmark of comfort and style. Remember, that's 708-623-4814. Pinnacle Construction and Remodeling, building dreams into reality.
Good energy fills me. I feel the love. I know
you know what? We need to redo your intro and make this the beat. I like this beat. I like this. This should be the bed of your intro.
And then like when it goes to winning, that should be like the intro to the.
You hearing that, Jarrell? I like that.
I like that. No, that should be it. That's hard.
Let's do that as soon as we done.
That's hard. That works. Winning, and then we cut to the segment.
And we'll do the Wynona instead of Wynona.
Yeah.
We'll fix it. Yeah. I got 2 new people starting.
We can use your voice for the intro.
Okay.
Let's do it after the show real
I
quick.
think we should use your voice.
You could just say, hey, it's Wynona. It's time for Community Chatter. Brought to you by Win-Win Communication.
Winning.
And then we'll end it with winning and you
Okay.
start talking.
Okay.
I like that. Okay, good job, Adam.
20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds.
Okay,
Like
20
George
seconds.
Wallace, you be thinking.
Yeah.
This is my friend. No, I'm not perfect. I wanna get it right. So I encourage my own self. Turn left, focus on my own shelf. Reach
We go here now.
forward, don't stop. Yeah.
We are winning on this winning Tuesday with Win-Win Communication. This community chatter. It's your main man, Action Jackson, and I'm posted next to
Wynona Redmond. And I love winning. I told Charles Jenkins when he did that song, I said, that's my theme song. You wrote the theme song for my company. When he came out, he just laughed. And it takes him to talk about winning.
Yeah.
But again, just with this 2024, I think, our declaration is that there's more in 2024. When you look at all of the darkness, we got to shine the light brighter than ever. So with 2024, January 11th is International Thank You Day. So that's the day that Win-Win Communications is going to be getting the thank yous out to our clients and all of the folks that blessed us. The whole month of January is thank you month. So as we start the new year, thank you and the vision is it. So with I Am That Woman movement, we're looking at working with people and projects we believe in, and not just one-off events, but really partnerships. And Twyler has been such a great entrepreneur example, one of the best event producers, and then having helped so many other organizations to create I Am That Woman movement. This is just blessings coming back for your gift making room for you. So what I want to say, we were talking before we took the break, the I Am That Woman movement is going to stay small and intimate, and those 100 slots are going to go soon. So you'll have a waiting list. And so with that said, we'll be talking about that all along. But again, as we are in the month of writing visions and making them plain, I mentioned the Cheryl Grace and the Pink Elephant Vision Board. And as we look at the big plans for 2024 in Chicago, we will be doing the Who's Who in Black Chicago kickoff, and we're finalizing, all the different categories. We know that the Democratic National Convention is coming, and we, the Business Leadership Council is another partner. We'll have Ariel and Excel and Charles Smith, all of them back, because they're doing key partnerships with the Executive Club, with other organizations, to make sure that, that Black businesses have not, they are not just the largest Black businesses. They are very much focused on mentorship of small businesses and supporting even the community organizations. This coming weekend is the bookend weekend for the Martin Luther King holiday. So Friday, Mayor Johnson has his event, and then Monday, Rainbow Push is actually moved their event to the church. What do we know about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King? He started in the church, and there's such a historic tie with Dr. Brazier and the Apostolic Church of God. And we just have had, so we will be there on Monday. They're all kind of honorees, but as we look at our time winding down, I Am That Woman movement.
Yes.
You've got the vision board project, but we've got the whole campaign around Protect Black Women.
Yes.
And
we have a
then
lot going on this year.
Yeah, and then but you also model what you preach. All these health resolutions for diet, exercise, yoga, mental health. I love Dr. Portia Lockett and the grief piece.
Yes.
So while we're running out of time, what else did we not cover and share?
Well, you could actually join us daily because to your point, we like to stand behind what we talk about. So for that spiritual wellness, Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. to
Okay.
6:30 a.m., you can join just via conference call aligned for prayer meditation. So
Mm.
know that there is a community out here, whether you're with the church or not with the church. But if you ever wake up feeling that you need some help, because suicide rate is even on the rise. I was just on the phone, had to step out of the studio, take a call from a friend whose son unfortunately tried to commit suicide. So Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 6:30 a.m. You can join us on a conference call line. Again, go to our website. All the information is there. IamThatWomanMovement.com. Stay connected to us. So prayer, meditation, information on your mental and emotional wellness on Fridays. You can join us, of course, for Protect Black Women. That campaign is launching in March at our Women's History Month brunch. We'll have more details on that. So all year long, stay connected for your mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, and physical well-being. April is Financial Literacy Month, and we'll be having information and our special guests too.
And we're going to continue to shine the light with Community Chatter. You're
Yes.
not a hidden figure. We're going to shine the light.
Well, listen, Wynona, you always bring me a new best friend, but you brought back an old best friend. Twyla Jenkins, you are doing amazing work. IamThatWoman.com. Believers, listen, we talked with Lady Andrea Hudson recently about, and she's doing a workshop on how to build a winning tribe, right? And if you don't have a tribe and you don't have a circle of friends, I Am That Woman is here to be your tribe. IamThatWomanMovement.org. Check them out. Sign up for the retreat. You may see me on the beach when you're there because I'm coming too. But you know what? Unfortunately, believers, we're out of time, but we're never out of content. We encourage you to keep Love 24 alive. Tell someone that you don't know that you love them. Tell someone that you do know that you love them. Love will begin to spread like a wildfire. Wynona Redmond, I love you.
I love you, Action Jackson.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love y'all. Up next is AC Green. After that, Pastor DeAndre Patterson with the Afternoon Drive. Facebook, we love you. We get it done all night long right here on Inspiration 1390. All right. Look, Jarrell, we ready to record? Let's get Wynona done.
That's a good idea Adam had.
That is great.
Did you already say bye?
Oh, see you, Facebook. Look, Adam rushing y'all out of here. All right, love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.